This week on Around the Monitor, Take-Two's CEO doesn't understand why game devs would want to unionize. And Nier Automata gets Elon Musk to leave Twitter. Maybe he should drive his car into space. Get ready to go Around the Monitor.
Let's go.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Around the Monitor for the week of June 21st. I'm your host, King Kaiser, and this is the weekly gaming news talk show where every point you make in the discussion is a point towards winning. If you haven't already, join our Discord. Links will be in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on or listening on iTunes, they'll be there as well. If you're watching us live, literally just look right below. There is a link for the Discord. And also, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, check us out on iTunes. If you're listening on iTunes, check us out on YouTube. If you're doing either of those, check us out live on twitch.tv/King Kaiser, where we go live every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Today being an exception because we got a little behind. Thank you, Discord. But joining us this week, we've got Master Han Mizuki. Oh, I get it. I appreciate the pizza cutter. That's a good touch. You can't get the mask off.
That's the best one I could find. That's as close to a little saw thing as I have.
We've got the fanciest boy in the land, Dapper Dastard.
Check out this amazingly hilarious visual gag I'm doing right now.
I was going to make a joke about that,
so funny.
but I'm glad you referenced it yourself. We've got the Snapshot Crackshot, the Fisher King.
Once again, unemployed. We back in there, boys.
Oh my God. And joining us once again, back from over the pond, it is Hio590. Oi, Governor.
Good day, mates.
He's picked up the accent. You know, he's bringing it back with him.
Hey, like Madonna.
This entire episode, he's going to be speaking with the Cockney dialect. I'm excited to hear it. I don't know about you guys.
I always said that Rob was the Madonna of Around the Monitor.
I'm not sure how to interpret that, but yes.
I don't think anyone is.
Including me.
Anyways, in this post E3 week, this E3 hangover week, we've got actually a decent bit of good news topics. We've got some memes into dreams topics, and just some wild topics. But before we get into that this week, we're going to determine the order by using some trivia questions, or I should say a trivia question, singular. Are you guys ready?
Do it.
Yeah.
This year,
Go.
in the year of our Lord, 2019, how many people attended E3 in total?
Ugh,
So Mizuki was there, so that's at least one.
One.
I do know that Phil Spenser was there. That's 2.
Okay, so up to 2.
Don't forget Keanu.
Oh, that's 3. That's 3.
Yeah, but I don't think he paid to get in. Phil Spencer definitely had to pay to get in.
The guy who yelled at Keanu was 4, so we got, I'm guess 5.
But, that cute Japanese lady that the internet meme. Okay. Okay. I have a
Please,
guess.
somebody.
69,069.
All right.
Almost a real
Yeah, I mean, you had an extra number in there, but
That's not a real number. Yeah, I'm gonna say 69696.
okay,
Okay. Wait, 9.
cool.
There was a birth at E3.
which counts as 9/10 of the
the
unit.
person.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll guess 42,000.
42,000. All right.
I'll guess 80,000.
80,000. And Mizuki.
Y'all are way too fucking high, dude. Like,
I mean, you were there. You got the
8,000?
best chance of getting this right.
8? It can't be that low. 8 to 10. I think
I'll go 8,000.
Surprisingly, in last place, Mizuki. Turns out 66,100 people came.
Wait, fuck
Oh,
off!
Yeah.
shit.
Wait. There were not that many people there.
Blame the internet, man. That is according to the what's the name of the group who handles E3? The Electronic ESA, yeah. Although should be noted, this was 3,000 less people than last year's E3. Although that's kind of not surprising because Sony was not there.
Wait,
how many thousand fewer?
3,000.
1,000 people?
3,000. So last year was at 69,000, which is actually hilarious that Fisher King does that.
No.
Well, you gotta count all the press, all the people working. You got across different days.
Oh, do they count each person at each day as a separate?
That could be a good question. They
They
might.
I'm willing to bet that.
Oh, that might. I wonder if that's just number of entrances.
Anyways.
Probably they have no metric to track if you buy 2 tickets.
Yeah. Anyways, so that makes our order. Fisher King is number 1. I believe Hayo would be number 2. Dapper at 3, and Mizuki at 4th pick. Let me run through the... Sorry, what was that?
He's saying 69 a bunches.
Dapper is before.
Oh, you're right. You guessed 40. Dapper guessed 80,000, right? Okay, yeah. So Dapper's number 2, Hayo's in 3rd. Let me run through the article titles really quick, and then we'll go from there. Zelda BotW Sequel is happening because Nintendo had too many ideas for DLC. The Platinum Games boss says that next-gen hardware is pretty much the same. Not pretty, but more of the same. The private E3 demo of Cyberpunk is going to go public at PAX West. Phil Spenser talked about Xbox's new strategy of putting games on multiple platforms, working with Sony, and other things. EA put their foot in their mouth again with loot boxes.
I fucking
Are we really surprised?
the best.
The CEO of Take-Two gave a lot of interesting hot takes, particularly being confused why people would want to unionize. Bernie Sanders endorses unionization in the video games industry.
I like those two chatting together.
Yeah, Minecraft Story Mode now costs $100 an episode. Is it just so nobody will buy it? It's really. I hope somebody picks that because I do actually want to talk about that.
That's so wild.
Randy Pitchford's former friend / lawyer provides evidence that he actually did siphon the accused $12 million from bonuses meant for employees. Riot Games has withheld information in gender pay discrimination in a gender pay discrimination investigation. Man, that's a lot of words. Near Automata,
A lot of crimes.
Near Automata, in a way, forced Elon Musk off Twitter. And sort of. And a Switch model has been potentially leaked through third-party accessories. Fisher, where'd you like to take us this week to start?
Before I go, does you might know? See if can I ask them if anyone wants a Pico topic, or is that against?
I mean, sure, if you want to.
Does anyone really want Take-Two Interactive's topic?
I do not.
Take it. If you don't, I'll take it.
Cool. Oh, can I take it second? Or are you gonna?
Huh?
Are you
You
gonna? swipe
can't
it
do
first
it
round?
like that.
Fuck off!
Do you want it or not? If you want it, take it.
I also want Zelda. Is the problem?
Huh?
I also want the Zelda one.
I don't think anybody's going to take
I
it.
definitely don't care about that one.
Honestly, I care about the Zelda one
Yeah.
less.
Okay, cool. Take-Two Interactive.
All right.
Mine work together, so I gotta do it like this because I have a recurring theme throughout my topic.
All right.
So Take-Two Interactive. I don't know what is this man's title. I don't want to butcher it because I'm about to fucking bury him.
I think it was CEO.
Yeah, he was the CEO.
The Strauss Zelnick, which is a killer
It's a dope
by the
name.
way, dude. Good
It's
job.
a dope name.
Very, very super villain.
Actually, yeah.
So
It
he,
is.
I'm gonna ignore pretty much all of this thing to talk about his views on unionization in gaming.
Mhm.
Now, Mr. Strauss says that unions are more common. Guys, fucking buck wild. Are more common and more potent when there are more workers than positions.
Yes.
So when there are less positions available for the huge workforce to
Mhm.
fill. Hey, dude, that's not how fucking unions work. First of all, that is not how unions work. Unions are their most potent when there are less people. Like there are less skilled workers than there are positions. So that's why scabs are usually like a thing, because scabs can't get jobs regularly, thus they can't be in the union. So only when the union strikes can they get paid, because they are less skilled workers. Otherwise, they would have the position. Then, barring that he doesn't know how fucking unions work, then Mr. Zelnick notes, basically telling his workforce this. Yeah, we have 500 open positions we cannot fill, so we have less workers than positions. So we need 500 more people to make our company run the way we want it to. All he just did is tell his entire company. So if you guys strike, by the way, we are 100% fucked and cannot do anything.
Yeah.
Like he should be fired for this. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. He literally just went on an interview and told a reporter, this is
Kotaku.
this is games industry. He
Oh,
told
yeah,
games
right.
industry that I am incompetent at my job. Our company cannot currently run in the state that it's in, and also I don't know how unions work. And if someone in my company decided to strike, I would literally be so fucked to not have any capability to handle it.
Yeah, I think the Take-Two CEO should do a second take on what he said there.
Nice. Hey, dude, if they unionize, you're absolutely fucked. Pray to God no one fires you tomorrow.
Also, I think a notable take from this interview was also he said something along the lines of like, I don't understand why they'd want to unionize because they're making around, on average, $100,000 a year, which a lot of people then went out of the way to be like, no, that's not the average salary of a game developer, dude. It's like maybe mid 70,000s is what you're looking at.
Well,
but
that
like,
also
says like this is what they should be making, and they're like, oh, that's weird. We're not.
Yeah.
So, Scoozy, the fuck.
Yeah. Sorry, Mizuki, what were you
But
going to say?
also, what he could have been saying is that people with the game developer title make an average of 100,000. Not all of the people that work for a game developer.
Good point.
That's not what he said.
Yeah, but
No, well, that's what I'm saying. He said game developers.
Yeah.
He could mean literally the title game developer, but most people take it as like that's the average of all the people working for a games company.
Yeah.
Which honestly, it comes across as that's what he actually himself thinks. Which
Oh yeah, no, I'm not.
Well, I'm sure
actually
also
finding it
his CEO salary is
He's
way blowing off the average there. But anyways,
yeah, I think this is the exact answer you expect a CEO to get. About
Exactly.
The life of his employees.
Has no idea.
Completely disconnected from any semblance of truth.
yeah.
doesn't know what money is anymore. Like he's forgotten like what the classic how much could a banana possibly cost.
Right.
Dapper, which topic are you going to take for your first round?
This is tough because my entire bounty board, EA, Randy Pitchford, Riot Games, and Elon Musk, my entire bounty board is open.
This is kind of Dapper Dastard's bingo board of topics.
If
Yeah.
we did my news topic, it'd be fucking over.
Like,
Fridge,
this is.
can you please take Randy Pitchford?
Yeah, I'll take Randy Pitchford.
Because there's
Like,
law
out on
shit in
date.
there that I did not understand.
Yeah, that'd be nice actually.
All right, Dapper, take it away.
Actually, Chris, before you get into it,
All right,
can
I'll
I
take
have you
Randy
pause for a second?
Pitchford.
Oh,
Hang on.
Sorry, Hi, what were you saying?
I gotta go.
Wait, actually?
It turns out, it's one of those last minute, hey, Rob, we need you to do some time consuming shit. So
Is there a way you can leave your Discord running? Because otherwise it will tank
Yes,
the
I can.
stream. Okay. It'll just be an empty chair, but we'll deal with that.
Turn your camera off. Turn your camera off.
Oh, yeah, do that. Do
Whatever.
that. That's totally fine. Oh, don't. Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Great. All right.
All right. This is an
This,
interesting
you know,
episode
it wouldn't
on
be
Honor.
around the monitor without quite a few fuck ups.
Where are our unions to prevent Hayo from being called in at odd hours?
Dapper, please take your topic.
All right. So I'm going to talk about the continuing story of Randy Pitchford and his friend / former employee Wade Callender.
Yep.
So this, yeah.
Mizuki with the
So this is
psycho mask.
So this is probably like the fourth time this topic's come up because it's just so batshit, and every time more news comes out on it, it's just slightly more enjoyable to just laugh about. So, for people who may not know, the original story is CEO of Gearbox, president of Gearbox, Randy Pitchford, is in a huge legal fight with the former lawyer of the company, with accusations ranging from misappropriation of funds to leaking company secrets on a USB flash drive out of medieval times that also contains porn on them.
Got that it was out of medieval
Such a
times.
good.
It's
Fucking
so back.
magician.
It's so back and forth. The newest news, though, is now the lawyer, Mr. Calendar, has officially brought forth evidence. You can't see, but I'm doing quotation marks around the word evidence. Evidence that Randy siphoned off a $12 million bonus meant for the company for himself.
Yeah.
And I use quotation marks around the words evidence because it's not necessarily good evidence. And I'm kind of surprised a lawyer like Mr. Calendar would.
Oh, interesting.
This is great. I mean, I'm not a lawyer yet, so I could be somewhat wrong here, but his evidence points to the initial contract that set up this $12 million bonus that was supposed to go to the company. But the contract's worded in such a based on the article, it appears the contract is worded in such a shitty way that it says the $12 million bonus goes to Randy Pitchford and doesn't specify that it goes to Randy Pitchford as a person or Randy Pitchford in his role as president of the company.
Interesting.
So, it again, without the actual language, I can't be certain, but it sounds like maybe what he did was not illegal, just hyper douchey, by basically putting a bonus in his name rather than taking the bonus on behalf of the company and thus giving it to the company.
Interesting. Well, I would never.
Does the CEO have the ability to allocate funds? Isn't that like a CFO's job?
Well, he's
the company.
Again, all it sounds again. The article actually has a really good discussion by a different attorney, who's not associated with anyone, is just commenting on it, and it really sounds like that the way the contract was negotiated, it could have been paid to. It literally was like, here is a $12 million bonus to Randy Pitchford, not to Gearbox, which is really weird and awkward.
That is interesting.
That shouldn't be ambiguous.
Yeah.
It should be like, if you do this right, this money goes to your company. Not, if you do this right, maybe you get this money. Because then he pushed the money off to his own personal company.
Right. Which also, could you read the name of the company? Because it's excellent.
Pitchford Entertainment, Media, and Magic. Because
he had to copy that ILM, man.
Because of all the psychos in Borderlands, Randy Pitchford is the most.
Got him.
But yeah, no, this story's bonkers. I honestly do think Gearbox needs to look into removing Randy from his position, because I think he is tanking this company's public image at a shockingly fast rate, and if I was the board of directors for that company, I would say I've completely lost faith in his ability to lead effectively.
Yeah, I would be interested to see what the morale is for the actual employees of Gearbox, but it sounds not great.
Right.
Removing him is also hard because he has 50% share of the company and 51% controlling share.
That's the problem. He's a shareholder, an owner, and the president.
God damn.
So
the only solution is murder.
Yeah.
There we go. If someone could just make Randy Pitchford disappear, then we wouldn't have this problem.
Just like the magician.
Oh!
Magician claims to love so much.
Have him pull a Houdini and get out of here. Mizuki, would you like to take your topic?
Yeah, I am going to take the Minecraft story mode.
Oh man, this one's it's so bizarre.
It is.
It just doesn't make any goddamn sense. All right, Mizuki, please take it away.
So, what's the story behind Minecraft Story Mode? Basically, Minecraft Story Mode was delisted from the Xbox 360 and Xbox One online stores a while ago because Telltale went under, and there's a bunch of licensing things. They're like, oh, we can't actually like sell this anymore. Delist it, but we still need to leave it up so people can download it up until the end of June, I believe. Turns out that if they delist them on the Xbox 360 store, which this is just a way they architect it, if they delist it for sale, you can't download the extra episodes if you own the game. So all the people that own Minecraft Story Mode and want to download the episodes and finish the game or preserve it for the future when it's like basically gone from existence, couldn't download it. Obviously, people weren't happy about that. Xbox, to remedy it, are like, okay, listen, this is an issue with our infrastructure. We're not going to fix the Xbox 360 infrastructure that's eventually going to go away anyway.
Yeah.
So instead, what we're going to do is list the episodes for $100 a piece on our store, and if you already own it, you can download it, and hopefully no one will buy it. This is just like limitations of people making stupid shit. They probably, honestly, the reason they probably put it at $100 is that's probably the cap they had for how much they could charge. Otherwise, it'd be higher.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
And they're like, oh, well, we're not going to charge more than $100 for a digital game. So, yeah, cap it at $100.
Because that was my question. I was like, why would you pick $100 then? Just pick like $999, like pick a exorbitant amount of money that literally no one would buy.
That was my thought, but then he makes a good point. That's probably
they probably, the way they architected it, they probably couldn't.
I can't imagine you do a digital download of over $100. It's not you can digital download a special edition with physical attributes or something.
They probably have a cap on that field in their database or something just to save some memory.
Digital only items.
Yeah, they're probably literally just did it to save some memory, and now they're like, well, fuck.
Honestly, maybe it was there to avoid predatory, like.
It might be there to
obscure indie game with like crazy microtransactions.
But yeah, it's up for $100 an episode, so they'll probably still get some people buying it just to like preserve that Minecraft history. So
and then who knows? Like a few weeks down the line, once they finally delist it entirely, we'll have Xbox 360s with Minecraft Story Mode on eBay for $400. So
Microsoft is honestly too big for the like little shitty amount of money that this is gonna make from people buying this $100 per episode thing. That it's gonna be.
It's also cost $700 total because there's 7 episodes or something.
Yeah,
that's gonna be such a small number of people willing to foot that bill, and I'm sure some will, but like the number's gonna be so tiny that it's a drop in the bucket for Microsoft.
And there's one guy in the Xbox 360 department like.
That one guy is actually diverting all the funds to his
right. All right, Fisher.
And like,
give us your second topic here. What are you picking? I think I know, but
let me go ahead and dive into this Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel.
Breath of the Wild sequel.
Your favorite 3D Zelda game, right?
Oh, okay. Look. Bridge is already fucking hit me up. I am not the biggest supporter of Breath of the Wild 1. I think it's a solid 7 out of 10, and I use 7 correctly, so I'm not fucking IGN. I think that's a good rating. 70 out of 100 is a very good rating. Nintendo, what happened to you this past like 3.5 months? Did you guys forget how to talk to the press? What the fuck is going on?
I would say, where have you been the last 20 years? They've never known.
You hit the up, the down, and you will be sucked. That's the thing spoken by Nintendo representative, lest you forget. So, what they mean to say, I think...
Unless your name was Reggie Fils-Aimé, I don't think you've ever had a good reputation of speaking to the press.
That was literally his entire job.
Kind of, yeah! To be approachable and cool.
Basically his entire job. So what I think they mean to say is, hey, we had a bunch of really good ideas for the Breath of the Wild DLC. And what we decided to do was take all those really cool ideas and basically build those into be the different sections of this game, the dungeons, and sort of compile it together in a way that each area feels unique, cool, and really good, and it's got a great feel. That ain't how this fucking sounds. What this sounds like is this game is 4 DLCs we jumbled together with a loose narrative structure and called it a day, like some fucking Disney made-for-TV movie shit.
I'll say,
Like we didn't have enough material for a new Atlantis movie, but we can split that up into 4 fucking episodes of a television show with complete ease, baby.
also check out Disney. Fuck, what's the name of their streaming service coming up?
Disney Plus.
I thought it was Disney Plus. Check out Disney Plus for Atlantis 2.0.
There is an Atlantis 2.0, and it's not bad. It's not
is
good,
it
but it's not bad.
Atlantis H 2.0?
No, it's Atlantis Milo Returns. How do I know that fucking name?
And I like the Retro Atlantis. It's a good movie.
It is.
It's fucking really
It's
good.
yes. Sorry. Your topic.
It's complete derail. But Nintendo, between this and Pokemon and spoiling the plot twist of Fire Emblem a month before it comes
Yeah.
out, stop! Stop talking to the press! What are you fucking doing?
Yeah.
Have you forgotten how to speak? What
This
the
makes me really glad I'm ignoring all Fire
Well,
Emblem, and it didn't get
is
spoiled for
this,
me.
if this is what Nintendo
Yeah, same.
America looks like under Joe Bowser, whatever the fuck his name
Doug
is.
Bowser?
Doug Bowser. Jesus Christ, kill him. Kill him. Take him out back and choke him out with a garrote. Like, this is...
They
I just want to point out, Fisher has now advocated for the murder of 2 different people now. He's
I have
now
advocated
Fisher-
for the murder of far more than 2.
Randy Pitchford disappeared.
Fisher-
So I just want to point out that I
2
want
weeks
to
ago,
watch.
2 weeks ago in this
Oh,
program,
I would
said
also-
that Todd Howard should be shot. I have advocated...
Fisher King is now on
Far
Fisher
more.
King is now on multiple watch lists as well as this show.
I'd also like to point out that the person
talking...
the person who said this in an interview is the series producer Eiji Aonuma.
Yeah,
Aonuma?
Aonuma.
Not Nintendo of America.
True.
Is
This
he
is
not...
Nintendo.
Yeah, but okay, was he... Hold on. Was the interview conducted at E3 in America, or was it conducted in Japan?
Probably E3 would be my guess.
Then Nintendo America is responsible because they're the ones who do all the press work for.
But he's the
E3.
one talking.
And it could be a translation thing too.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's
I
suspect,
don't know
though.
what
I'm not
actually
one
I
to-
said.
mean, here's the thing. A few months ago, what's his name?
Be doing interviews if
The-
the verbiage is
The director, Cory Balrog, the director of God of War 2018, he basically said the same thing. Like, we were going to do some DLC, and then, like, my ideas got too ambitious, and we're like, this is going to take fucking years. We should just make a new game. I think that's
worked before, but it's also not worked before.
totally. I think they wanted to say that, and yeah, I think some of this could be interpreted the wrong way, which is
Like, there's the good example of this, which is Fallout New Vegas, and there's the bad example of this, which is every other game that you've been able to tell. This was just DLC. Fuck me.
I would say every other Fallout game since.
This is just gonna be Breath of the Wild's Majora's Mask game, man.
And hey, I'm hyped for that.
I'm hoping. Here's the thing. That's my point. Is like Nintendo is doing this amazing thing right now, where they're starting at like a peak of hype.
Yeah.
Like they're coming out so strong, and then they keep talking, and you're like, Nintendo, stop. What are you doing? Stop. No. Dynamax Pokemon. No.
That was like I'm gonna gift that, and it's gonna be you being sent to the Shadow Realm, because that was perfect. I'll put a dual disc on your arm, just you just got Exodia obliterated. Dapper, what would you like to choose for your second topic?
Yu-Gi-Oh's fucking wild.
It's a great show. I honestly can't deal with shitting on Riot more. It's just too depressing to me.
Oh, I need to talk about the crimes they committed.
So I'm actually going to shift over to EA's next. EA's discussion in front of the UK Parliament.
God,
Oh
And just some of the most lovingly quotable things.
it's
out of
really
this.
unbelievable. You know what? I would say that EA's handling of the English language is criminal. But please, take it away, Dapper.
Alright, so briefest background, a lot of European countries are looking to ban loot boxes. So recently, EA was basically invited to the United Kingdom's Parliament's Digital, Culture, Media, and Sport Committee to basically try and defend why loot boxes shouldn't be considered gambling.
Mhm.
And we just got some absolute gems of just inability to speak
Human
very
English.
well. Yeah, just inability to speak English.
Yeah.
First, we have the fact that EA called that they're not loot boxes, they're surprise mechanics, and they compared them to like
Kinder eggs.
Because we're in England, so we gotta appeal.
Because that's like totally the same thing.
And also, kids love Kinder eggs, and you wouldn't stop your kid from buying a Kinder egg.
Eating a Kinder egg.
Think of the children.
We do think the way that we have implemented these kinds of mechanics is actually quite ethical and quite fun.
Actually,
quite enjoyable to people.
Side note, isn't
As the company, like
side note, aren't like Kinder eggs or something like that banned in the United States?
they're banned in a lot of countries. Actually.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's not important.
They're now in the United States, but the
They're
toys,
different.
yeah, they're different. Like it's like an egg shape,
They're
And you
dumb
open
American friendly.
and the chocolate's on one half and the toys on the other half. It's not in the.
Well, I guess the yolk's on me. Anyways, please, Dapper, continue.
Right. So first off, I love the phrase quite ethical and quite fun, quite enjoyable to people. Like, is that how you speak to a government body? Like,
Is that how you
like
to
a
anyone?
6-year-old essay? I like going to the park because it's quite enjoyable and quite fun.
It sounds like either a Pokemon NPC or just they had, instead of getting an actual spokesperson, they got a robotic AI to come in front of the British Parliament and speak to them.
Right,
They got
and,
zucked.
They got zucked.
First off,
The classic self-zuck.
First off, the statement's just wrong. No one finds loot boxes fun, and no one finds them enjoyable. That's pretty much been established. No one finds them fun. But I just like, you may think they're gambling, but they're actually quite ethical. Yes, they've satisfied the quite ethical standard.
Judging by the pool of
How-
money we have, we think loot boxes are pretty
How
great.
how ethical are they? Quite ethical, you know.
Quite ethical. We're glad you asked. They're actually quite ethical.
Never quite
Um,
ethical. Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Ugh.
EA literally cannot go like 2 weeks without putting their foot in their mouth. It's honestly astounding.
Astonishing how they as a company are so good at like doing something good and then immediately doing two things bad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
Nobody does it like
EA's
that.
attempt to resalvage its reputation is always 1 step forward, 2 to 3 steps back.
it's
It's like, guys, we're listening to people. We want to do this better. Just kidding. We're gonna do these 6 things worse now.
It's flat out, like they do a really good thing, like a great idea, and then instantly they're like, "Fuck that shit! Here's some bullshit."
yeah, it's bad.
It's like the PR team for EA and the corporate finance team for EA must fucking hate each
Oh man, just
I wonder if E3 could. I wonder if EA could even do any of this if they did not have like the monopoly market on FIFA soccer games, which like literally the entire continent of
that's
Japan
their
plays.
cash cow. But we got to keep things moving here. Mizuki, give us your second topic, please.
I'm gonna take Phil Spencer on Xbox's new
Oh,
strategy.
good. I was hoping somebody talk about this. This is some interesting stuff.
I want to talk about the Riot thing, but this just has more stuff in it. All right, so Phil Spencer, in an interview, basically came out and said that they want to do more subscription-based stuff. They want to do more services and consoles. While they're still relevant now, and they're going to be relevant for the next generation, eventually they won't be. And I agree 100% with this. Microsoft's been working on this stuff for literally years. The only real disappointment I had in this statement was how much they said they were going to push xCloud, and they didn't do shit with it at E3.
Yeah.
Their conference was utterly disappointing on the cloud section. Like, Stadia ate their fucking lunch.
Absolutely.
They took the show with that, and then I was like, cool, Xbox is going to show up and have some cool stuff to show. They didn't have shit.
Yeah.
So that was really disappointing, but I think they're making a lot of right moves in their subscription service market. They're
Absolutely.
bundling Xbox Live with Games Pass. They're bundling. They created a PC Games Pass. B,
Thank you.
They're bundling that with the other stuff, so you can get Xbox PC and Xbox Live Gold for like $15 a month, which is a little. It's not bad, and like the PC one's like $5.
It's because it's in
right
beta.
now.
Also, it was I think $1 during the week of E3, so
It's-
I have it for. I've got a full month
I
of it.
bought
left.
it. I bought it after their conference on.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, $1, sure. The game library is going to be good for at least a few months. With games.
Exactly.
And after that, I might not keep it, but if they continue to put out more quality games that are on Xbox and PC, I'll buy
Really,
it.
yeah. If
Like,
they
they-
put
they got
they
me.
put a good single player experience on there, I'll just pay for that month, and then
Mm-hmm.
boom, I've played through Wolfenstein 3 or Wolfenstein Youngblood or whatever comes up. Like,
Yeah.
great, got me.
Or if Killing Edge is a fucking amazing game, yeah, you know what? I'll buy the subscription to keep Killing Edge, and then or if
Bleeding
it's not
Edge.
free to play, I'm assuming it's going to be. But
Mhm.
if it's not, I'll get the subscription for a while, play the shit out of that game,
Mm-hmm.
play with friends, see how it goes. I won't spend money on the game, like in the game itself for microtransactions, but I'll pay for the subscription.
Yeah.
And along with playing they have some really solid indie titles, some good AAA games in there. Like they're killing it on the Games Pass compared to Sony's like PS Now at the moment.
I agree.
So really, like if they shore up their Xbox Cloud stuff, xCloud, sorry, shore up their xCloud and get a better partnership with Nintendo and continue to grow their partnership with Sony, I think they're right. I think separating the consoles, separating the play, where if you're on PS4, you can't play with Xbox. If you're on Xbox, you can't play with PC or Switch or whatever. It doesn't help anybody. Like, it really doesn't. It doesn't affect me in my choice of console, and I think they realize that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to determine the console I pick. I'm going to pick for the like unique titles that are there, not the ones that cross consoles.
Exactly.
So having the cross console thing is a moot point.
Yeah. Let's really quickly. I think we're running a little long, although we didn't have Hayo, which did cut down an extra 2 topics. I'd like to see how you guys feel about this, because we're all pretty close. We've got Mizuki leading at 14, Dapper in second at 13, and Fisher in third at 12. But
Shouldn't have done on Zelda. He hates that.
we still have quite a few topics, so I want to give you guys 1 minute each on another round of topics, just to quick fire this, and then we'll go straight into to crowning a victor this week.
Or do we want to just all talk about the big one, which is the Riot? Actually, no, Purge talk about that because he knows.
No, yeah. I think I'd rather have 1 minute for each topic. Just boom, boom, boom. So
Quick fire.
yeah. So
No.
Fisher,
Dumb.
pick your topic for this round.
Sure, I just wanted to kind of duck on this topic anyway. So I want to talk about the Platinum Games thing.
Awesome, great. 1 minute, go.
Damn it! Look, I fucking love Platinum Games. I think they're a great company to make awesome games. This is the stupidest fucking thing. This is probably the dumbest interview this entire thing. Actually, this is worse than the EA one and worse than the Take-Two one. Like, hey, the next generation of consoles is going to be more of the same. Yeah, no fucking shit. They're consoles. All they do, like, look, last generation they tried to do like the Xbox was gonna do like we're gonna have TV and shit, we're gonna be more active. That didn't work out. So what they did, they made fucking game consoles. Guess what? People, when I go to buy a game console, I want a game console. I don't want anything else. Like, stop trying to make it seem like consoles being the same thing is bad or different. That's all it's ever going to be.
Yeah.
They're a device with which I play games. Anything else, I have a computer for. I have a television for. I pay a cable bill. Like, I'm buying a game console to play video games. Fuck off.
Awesome. Dapper, what would you like to rant about for a minute?
All right.
A minute to lose it.
That was a minute to lose it. That's good.
I actually am going to use my minute to talk about Elon Musk getting her half time on Twitter.
Yeah, this is. I don't know why nobody took this, because this one has a lot of potential points tied into
so
it.
good.
I mean,
All right, Dapper, you got your minute.
I mean, look, I know we talked a while back about whether we really thought Nier Automata was one of the top 3 games of the last, 100 years. But if it was powerful enough to get Elon Musk away from Twitter, then it's got to be the best game. It's the best game ever. It has done one of the most greatest public services of all time, getting Elon Musk to tweet less, which is just amazing. I'm so proud of all the makers of the game for doing that. That's something that I think we can all just join together and be thankful for. And more importantly, credit artists when you share their
Amen.
artwork, or I will hunt you down and punch you in the throat.
Yeah, I love the.
I
love the statement.
We're inciting violence.
Really, seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Spicy out here.
I love the statement. It was like because the Elon Musk. Somebody just tweeted like Elon credit the artist, and Elon just said no, and then he got like blasted by Twitter.
I wish people would stop crediting artists on Twitter when any fool can find out who the artist was in seconds. It's destroying the medium.
That's what he said. Yeah.
This is why this guy's an idiot. This is why this guy's an idiot.
It's just stuff. Sometimes many of us on the show are guilty of, where you're in the wrong on something, but instead of taking a step back, saying, "Okay, yeah, you got me," doubling down and being like, "No, I'm gonna be bullheaded on this. Fuck you."
That is true. That is a very uniquely human reaction.
Totally.
Like, I'd rather be angry and wrong than just admit that I made a mistake.
Exactly.
Yep.
And last but not least, Mizuki, your final topic.
All right, well, y'all literally took my first and second picks for this back to back, so fuck y'all. I will.
The thing you were at.
I will. Wait, what? Was there?
Guess better at the E3 attendance. The thing you were at.
Yeah, there's no way in shit there was 68,000 people there. I'm just saying that again, but all right.
Instead of admitting we're wrong, humans double down.
Damn, I'm gonna give you a bonus point. That was a fucking good slam.
I deserve that. Okay, I'll do the Riot thing, and we'll do a real quick.
All right.
All right. So, Riot was called out by the Department of something, Ethnic Treatment and Housing. I forget the name of the department, but they were called out by the department that was investigating them for gender discrimination. In a public statement, being like, "Hey, Riot's not fully complying." Riot's like, "We are. We gave you thousands of documents." And then the department's like, "But you're still not fully complying. That you giving us documents doesn't just mean you're complying." And I'm like, who do I believe? Riot, the company where who was it, their CFO or some jackass was farting on people, and instead of them firing him for sexual discrimination, they put him on a 2-month unpaid vacation and then brought him back? Or the fucking government that's investigating them? Who am I gonna believe?
For crime.
I don't know. For crime. Yeah, no. Riot's probably guilty as fuck, and they're just doing damage control, and it pisses me off, and I'm sad about it.
Yeah,
And
it's just wild that they've gone through this song and dance for the last 3 months now, 6 months of.
Yeah, I think the story broke in winter or something.
Of just gender discrimination, all terrible workplace atmosphere, and then here we are. Not only they had the walkouts. I think it was last month, and now they're failing to comply with giving proper reports on workplace gender pay discrimination. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Because of course they're not paying. Of course there's gender pay discrimination.
Of course they are. And B, it shouldn't take long to fix.
Yeah.
Once they start looking into it, they should be oh, we don't pay our women as much. Bam, fixed.
Yeah.
It shouldn't take months to fix for a fucking billion-dollar company. Fuck Riot.
It's wild.
When the time came, when Riot said it was going to change, it was time for Riot to talk whether they're just going to talk or actually walk, and they've proven it was all talk. They don't give the slightest amount of shit about fixing themselves.
At this point, I actually am starting to be concerned. I know when we first spoke about this, we said this isn't actually going to affect their business at all. I'm starting to actually get concerned that it might start affecting their business in some ways. Yeah, we'll see.
I think
it's getting worse.
We'll see. I mean,
literally all of my friends that play League, I repeatedly tell them every time we play, skin looks cool. I'm like, don't buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's bad.
I don't know. The game's game is doing worse. Their auto chess thing looks like an interesting idea. It's probably gonna end up failing, costing a lot of money.
Yeah, I
No,
forgot
it's
that
a
was...
shitty Dota copy.
That's what I'm saying. So League.
Yeah, apparently League was a good
Got him.
but that did alright for itself.
Let me rephrase. Dota 2 copy.
Anyways, that's going to do it for this week. Mizuki, you are our winner. Are you ready for your minute to win it?
Forgot what that fucking sick burn.
I know.
I don't know what the fuck I'm going to talk about.
Well, you've...
Yeah, my minute to win it was just going to be the continuity credit the artist if they share
Oh,
artwork.
that's a good one.
So I got to do that. I got to do mine.
I was gonna do sweet vape drinks. Couldn't even say it was
I-
sweet vape.
Mizuki, put...
Do we finish off the show?
Mizuki, do your minute to win it.
I got it. I'm ready.
Take it away.
All right. So, game company unionization's a thing right now. Realistically, unionization should be going across other industries too. Games are a focus. We all play games. If you're watching the show, you play games. You love the games you play. You should love the people that make those games, and those people should be treated fairly. If your games cost a couple bucks more because people get like paid correctly or treated alright, that's just a sacrifice we all need to be willing to make to treat humans like fucking humans, alright? So let's treat humans like humans. Let's try and force these companies to treat their humans like humans. That didn't sound right. Treat their employees like humans, and don't go buy their shit till they fix their stuff. For Take-Two, yeah, don't buy Borderlands until Randy Pitchford stops being an asshole, all right, or until they get rid of him. There's my minute.
Dang, that's a bold call. For me, I'm like, oh man, League of Legends. Sure, I don't really play it anymore. To not buy Borderlands 3, though. Ooh. But also, you have to consider the employees, which makes it a really difficult...
That's the problem.
Yeah.
A lot of employees say don't fix it by boycotting because a lot of them have bonuses riding on game sales.
That too.
So
But if those bonuses get diverted to Randy Pitchford, though...
but all bonuses actually just go to Randy Pitchford's personal company, so...
That's going to do it for this week of Around the Monitor. I think this is a pretty good discussion. Apart from the all of Hyo's points, didn't really do anything for me. But
I mean
I thought he was gonna win.
do we have anything to plug this week, boys? What?
Actually,
Go for it.
dude,
Oh.
what time to be alive? So, as I mentioned to the onset of the show, I no longer work for my shitty temp job. Boys, I'm back.
Oh,
I'm back on actual production. You can find a show called Reward the Fan. You can download the app or find us on Apple TV or YouTube or a bunch of other shit. Mexico, you can find us on Ovation TV. It's a channel. Reward the Fan, it's a trivia show. Basically, the gimmick is that you answer trivia questions and you get points, and those points via Right This Way, which is basically Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster you'll be able to buy tickets for cheaper with the points, including getting tickets free.
oh, that's kind of cool.
So yeah, download the app. There's movie trivia, sports trivia, concerts, blah 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 blah, and obviously the points you win go towards tickets of that variety.
Wow.
So yeah, check us out. We do a show literally every single day. You're competing against roughly 10,000 people, so good luck. But yeah, I work for that now. So
It's kind of
if you
dope.
want to see my editing style and literally nothing else because I'm on a TV, I'm on an on-screen presence, I'll be there.
Cool. Mizuki or Dapper, anything to plug?
I guess I might start streaming again. So at Mizuki on Twitch TV. Yeah, I might actually. I got a new computer that I just built on Sunday, so I might actually do it. So Mizuki on Twitch, and if you are interested in food and homebrew mead stuff, Mizuki13 on Instagram.
Nice. And Dapper, anything for you to plug?
Congratulations to the U.S. National Women's Soccer Team for
Yeah.
going 3-0
Fuck
in
yeah.
the group stage. Let's keep it going strong. I believe our round of 16, I think, is going to be up against Canada. But
Correct. First.
congratulations on the 3-0 group stage with that, 20 goals, 18 goal differential or something.
Thanks again, everybody who tuned in this week. But we will be back next week, same time, same place. Twitch.tv/King Kaiser. Thursday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and we go live on come up on YouTube the next day. and iTunes as well. So check us out there. But until next time, this has been Around the Monitor.
You can't see me, but I'm saluting.
Thank you.